Dear student, today we will learn how we can show that Cn n minus 1 equal to Cn inverse. That means n minus 1 times of rotation around the proper axis of rotation will be equal to 1 time rotation in anti-clockwise or opposite direction around the same axis. For that, we can consider different molecules, for example, H2O, BF3 and PTCl4, where in H2O there is proper axis of rotation C2 is present, in BF3 C3 is present, and in PTCl4 C4 axis is present. Now I will show you how we can represent the structure and the answer for the proper axis of rotation repeatedly and its inverse. So consider the structure of H2O as represented in the diagram. Now we have a diagram where H2O represented by different colors of the atoms. In center there is a oxygen, there is another hydrogen 1 and second is hydrogen 2. I have represented both the hydrogen right now with one color, and you can see in the side figure there is a different color. So I am going to show you how I can say that the color is different and why it is this, or I have represented like this. Consider the axis passing through the oxygen, that is a center of oxygen. One axis is passing like this, and I have represented two arrows over here to show that if I will consider a clockwise rotation, then we will consider this arrow, that is clockwise rotation, or we can say it is a C2 axis of rotation. This other red color arrow represent anti-clockwise representation, or we can say rotation in the opposite direction. So if I will consider rotation of H2O molecule along this axis, then I am trying to show you how I can rotate the molecule and what will be the effect on the structure of a molecule. So now we are considering the structure like this, where we can consider a rotation around the given axis. So if I will rotate the molecule at 180 degree around the given axis, then you see what is happening on the molecule at 180 degree rotation. So can you see that it is opposite to each other? So molecules have changed their position with each other, and H1 and 2 are in place of each other, as well as all the atoms have opposite side. That means the back side come as a front side. So that's why I have represented this diagram like this. H1 and H2 change the position, but I have represented different color to show that it is a opposite side of the atom. Now I will rotate the molecule around this axis initially in the opposite direction. Then what will happen? Let us see. So I am rotating in opposite direction at the same degree, that is 180 degree, and this is my structure. So you can see that this structure we have obtained again earlier with the C2 axis of rotation. Now I am getting it in the rotation around the axis but in the opposite direction. That's why we are representing it as a C2 inverse. Now this is the structure for H2O molecule. If I will consider another molecule BF3. So now look at the structure of the BF3. Here I have a molecule BF3 where boron is in the center of a molecule. F1, F2 and F3 are three fluoride atoms, and the axis passing from the boron, that is C3 axis of rotation. Here clockwise rotation represented by this arrow, and anti-clockwise rotation we can represent like this. Now if I will rotate the molecule 2 times around this axis of rotation, then we will see what is happening on the molecule. So I am considering the structure of a molecule, this one, and I am rotating it around the C3 axis for 2 times. So 1 time rotation will give us some representation, and second time rotation will give us another representation. So look at the molecule carefully. I am rotating at 120 degree. Now at 120 degree rotation, we are getting structure like this. This is one time. Second time rotation around the same axis, and we are getting this structure. So now look at the molecule. This boron is at the center. F1 is over here. So I have represented in this figure as F1 like this. So consider the molecule. F1 is here again. This is our F1. F2 is over here. This is our F2. F3 is over here, and this is our F3 molecule. So that means after 2 times of rotation around the given axis, we are getting this structure where F1 has changed its position 2 times, and therefore it is over here. Now I am considering the molecule, and I am rotating it totally to get it the original structure, or I can say original position of a molecule. Now what we will do? Initially we have represented structure number 1, that is original structure, and this represent after 2 times of rotation what is the position of fluoride atom around this boron atom. Now I am going to consider this structure again, and now what we will do? We will rotate it around the axis, this same axis we will consider, but this time we will rotate in opposite direction. So when I will consider the rotation in the opposite direction, then this is the rotation of a molecule at the degree 120, and now I am getting this structure. So look at the structure. I have rotated the molecule in opposite direction, and I am getting the structure which I have represented over here, that is opposite representation by C3 inverse. Here it is a boron, again F2 here because we are getting F2 over here, F3 here because F3 over here, and F1 we are getting here, so F1 is here. So look at the structure, this one, F1, 2 and 3. In this structure we are getting after 2 times of rotation around C3 axis, and this one is a rotation around the axis but in opposite direction for 1 time. Both the structure are equal, so these both the structure we can obtain with the same rotation, but axis is same only. The direction of rotation are different. It is the C3 2 times, this one is C3 inverse, but both are equal. Again we will consider another molecule because we want to show that for every molecule it will be the similar representation. So now I am considering another molecule, PTCl4. In this molecule we have platinum at the center of a molecule. Chloride 1 I have represented with 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are 4 chloride atoms around the platinum. Axis similar way passing through the platinum, that is passing through the center of the atom and molecule clockwise direction, and this one is anti-clockwise rotation. Now as we have considered earlier, if I will consider now little bit in a different way. Right now I am considering rotation in opposite direction first. So what we will do? C4 inverse. That means if I will consider this axis of rotation and it is my C4 axis for clockwise rotation, then for anti-clockwise rotation I have to rotate molecule in opposite direction. What will happen in that case? This chloride 1 after anti-clockwise rotation 1 time will go over here. 4 will come in place of position 3. 3 will go in place of position 2, and 2 will come over here in place of position 1. So this structure represent C4 inverse, that is anti-clockwise rotation for one time at 90 degree, and this is our chloride 1, this is chloride 2, this is chloride 3, and this is chloride 4. Now I am considering the structure number 1 again, but what we will do? We will rotate the molecule 3 times around the axis, that is C4 3 times. So I am considering this molecule X is passing through the platinum. One time rotation will take this chloride 1 in place of chloride 2. Another rotation will take the same chloride 1 on the position of chloride 3, and the third time rotation will take chloride 1 on the position of floor. So my chloride 1 after 3 times of rotation around C4 axis will be over here. So I have represented over here, that is Cl1. Similarly, Cl2 will 3 times rotated, one time here, second here, third here. So here Cl2, and same way Cl3 and Cl4. So this is our structure after 3 times rotation around C4 axis. So I have the structure like this. Earlier I have the structure like this for C4 inverse, comparing the position of the atom. Chloride 1 here, here chloride 1. Chloride 2 is here in this structure. Chloride 2 is here in this structure. Chloride 3, it is similar position, and for chloride 4 also it is a similar position. So both the structures are exactly same, but we have obtained this structure with C4 inverse rotation and this structure for C4-3, but we are getting the same way. So what we can say? With the help of this, we can conclude our answer that we have considered different molecules. One is C2. Here it is C2 inverse. Now I can represent C2 1 as C2 2 minus 1. Why C2 2 minus 1? Because this is the value 2, that is the value of proper axis of rotation. It is n. So I have Cn n minus 1 over here. For C32 equivalent to C3 inverse, C32 we can represent like C3 3 minus 1. Similarly for C4 3 I can represent C4 4 minus 1. So in general we can write down what? Cn inverse equivalent to Cn n minus 1. That means for any molecule, if there is a proper axis of rotation present in a molecule where n is less than equal to 2 or greater or equal to 2, then we have anti-clockwise rotation one time will be exactly equal to clockwise rotation but n minus 1 times. Then we are getting the same structure. Hence our answer will be proved that Cn n minus 1 equivalent to Cn inverse, that is we can obtain the same structure with these two different rotational position, anti-clockwise one time and clockwise number of times depending on the value of n, where n is the number of rotation required to get the original structure, or we can say n equal to 360 divided by theta, where theta is the angle of rotation.